What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Spread Wide Open podcast. My name is Chase. I am gathered here today with my good friends Brent and
me.
Gary.
Good morning.
Guys, good morning.
Good morning. How is everyone doing?
Tired.
Why are you so tired, Gary?
Gary, why are you tired?
I don't wake up till like noon every day.
What time did you go night-night?
3, 4.
Why? Jesus fucking Christ. You knew we were doing this today.
I have insomnia.
God
Don't
damn
yell
it.
at me.
That is insane.
I was working on your video.
I was asleep an hour after I got home.
Oh, my God.
I got home and I laid down and I went right to sleep.
Okay, I tried though. In my defense,
I was so tired.
I did try. I sat there with all the lights off. I just could not fall asleep.
Do you have the sleep apnea?
I think I have insomnia. I probably have apnea too.
I know I like Insomnia's cookies.
Ooh, insomnia cookies are delicious.
They are really good.
I think they're a Louisville-based thing, right?
There are 2 locations in Louisville now.
Yeah, they're super delicious. I've only had it one time, but I was hooked.
Yeah. You're hooked, but you've never had them another time.
I can't find it, and I don't know where it's at.
Oh, my gosh.
They're
Okay.
open really late, aren't they?
I think
We went
I
there.
might
at
be
like,
wrong, but I think they're open 24 hours.
I thought we went there at like 2 in the morning one time.
And things
Oh,
may
Jesus.
have changed because of COVID.
COVID.
Like a
Honestly.
Waffle House.
Yeah.
COVID fucked everything up.
Like
Yeah.
a cookie waffle house.
Coffle House. Well, guys, welcome to the Spread Wide Open podcast.
This is so nice to
This is
be
very
able
nice.
to do this
We have a
with
setup.
you fellas.
We have a setup here. It looks very nice. Shout out to Gary for setting all this stuff up.
Thank you,
You're
Gary.
welcome.
Shout out to Gary for being the producer and cutting all this stuff together. So
What's your production company's name, Gary?
Larry Gebeck.
That one.
Thanks, Larry Lebeck Productions.
Larry Gebeck.
Thank you for all the hard work.
Guys.
This is very impressive. The microphones. When I pictured this in my head, I did not see this. Let's put it that way.
But this is better than what I could have imagined, honestly.
Yeah, this is awesome. This is, it's a studio, pretty much.
Yeah, it's very nice. It's honestly a wonder we've never done this before. We haven't done this yet.
We've talked about it, and you know what? When did we come up with this thing? A week ago?
Last weekend, last
It was
Saturday.
last weekend. We're like, we should do a podcast, and Gary's like, yes.
And in
let's fucking
7
do a
days,
podcast.
We
this
moved fast.
man has gotten all the mics, all the stands, all the equipment, and set it all up. So
I've never
it's very
seen you
good.
work so fast on something.
Yeah,
This is amazing.
very nice.
It's actually really impressive.
It's because I was excited about it.
Yeah,
Oh,
Everything
I mean-
else, like for a job, I'm slow as shit.
I
But
understand
I
that.
was pumped about this.
I understand that.
So yeah, honestly, it's been a long time coming because we've been friends now for over a decade.
Yeah.
Over 10 years we've been friends.
Since
2013.
Yeah. Well, longer
12.
than that.
For you all, it's longer. Probably 11 or 12.
Maybe 11 or 12 for me and Gary. We met first, and then late 2012, me and Brent met.
Yeah, we were Powder Puff cheerleaders
We were in high school,
at Spencer County High School.
Spencer County High School.
Actually, I think I knew you before I started hanging out with Chase, because you dated one of my best friends in high school, Charity,
Yeah.
when you had the Justin Bieber hair.
I did the long hair for a little bit when I had hair. As you
But
can
now
see,
look.
it's all gone.
I also had long hair, and now look, no hair.
Yeah, but that was his choice. He decided to do that for himself. I guess. Or did you start losing it?
My hair, my choice. After I graduated, I cut my hair, and then a little while after that, I shaved it, and I've been rocking the shaved hair ever since.
Do you think you could grow it back out to where it was?
No,
I mean, it was long too.
yeah,
It's down to fucking your
my
tits.
waist, about my waist.
Your
It got-
waist?
It was when you pulled it all the way down and straightened it. It was close to my waist.
And this tea today is brought to you in part by Wendy's.
We are not sponsored, unfortunately, but also on the record, Brent has something to say to you.
Wendy's fucking sucks.
Okay.
Let me tell you, there's been 2 instances in the past, I want to say 2 weeks, where they have just dropped the ball.
Maybe they're tired of seeing you.
Maybe.
Maybe they're like, this bald, fat, bald-headed son of a bitch is here. again.
Jesus
Let's
Christ.
mess his order up. Let's
Well,
do it.
You know what it is? For a long time, I ate a Wendy's chicken sandwich every day for about 2 or 3 months. Every day. I'm not kidding. I was addicted to them.
And Brent now has hostility because it is Wendy's fault.
So they fucked me 3 times. They fucked me 3 times. One of them, it made me sick. It gave me food poisoning.
But then you went back.
Then I went back. Yeah, well, not for a long time. And the other day I went back for breakfast.
Okay.
And the chicken was gross. I was
Okay.
like, this is going to make me sick again.
It's a wonder that you're not sick again.
And it made me so nervous. And so today I get a coffee. Everything's fine. Oh, and the other day the coffee busted all over my hand. They didn't put the fucking lid on.
Was it hot? But I bet it was hot then, though, too, right?
It was hot then. It's not hot now. This is cold coffee they put in my cup today.
You should have sued him.
I mean, it just happened this morning. I haven't had my meeting with my lawyer. So
Well, we all love Wendy's. Well, we all loved Wendy's.
We're not getting sponsored.
We're
now.
not. We're not a fan of Wendy's now. Because if Brent doesn't like Wendy's, then none of us like Wendy's.
yeah, we're like mean girls. If one of us doesn't like something, it's like a.
We all conspire against that one thing. Don't eat that. We hate that.
I don't know if I've had the fries yet. This might turn everything around.
Cold fries. No thanks. I'm good.
Did you hear that? You didn't hear any crunch? I didn't either. Didn't
These
taste
fries suck.
any. Fuck you, Wendy's.
So Wendy's, you suck.
I think it's pretty
You,
good.
Wendy's. You can suck my dick.
But we all love fast food too, though. I'm a big fan of fast food. I shouldn't be such a big fan, but I am a huge fan of fast food. I'm a huge fan of all the bad stuff. I'm a big fan of fast food. I'm a fan of television. I watch too much TV. I think that if I had a choice, I would never get up off of my couch.
You know, I don't watch TV anymore.
At all?
Not really. I mean, well, there's a couple little shows on Netflix and like Amazon Prime, but other than that, no, I don't. We don't watch it very often. I mean, Jessica, she watches some YouTube. My beautiful wife, Jessica. Shout out to you. First significant other to be shouted out to on the podcast. I just want to put that out there.
It might be cut.
I'm definitely cutting it.
Jesus Christ! No, you
Sorry, Jessica.
What are you
Off
gonna
the
do
record.
to it?
Off the record.
I'm going to cut it. Cut it right out.
Okay? Because I heard cut it.
Go fuck yourself.
Today's podcast is brought to you by Carolyn's. Carolyn's, this is my first time with you. I hope it's good. If it's not,
Also not officially sponsored by Carolyn.
you're
gonna
not
say-
gonna you're not gonna be on there. You're not gonna be drinking. I'm not gonna be drinking it again. So hope it's good. If you want to be famous,
What's it like drinking at 11 o'clock in the morning?
it's not too bad. But I usually drink around 8. Not that I'm an alcoholic. I just
In
want
the
to go
morning?
ahead. Yeah. Well, on weekends, I like to put Irish cream in my coffee. So, it's just a little morning treatsies, and everybody deserves a little treatsies all the time. Life is short. We need to be treating ourselves.
I treat myself by not drinking at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Their tea's not even that good. It tastes like there's sweetener in it, and I hope they're not putting sweetener in my tea other than real natural cane sugar.
Wendy's, there better be real sugar in that tea.
Oh my God, there better be real sugar.
I feel
there's
like this just turned into a food review.
If there's not real
Like that.
if there's not real calories in that tea, Wendy's,
So how
you're
does it
done for.
How does it work with people who review fast food? They're not emailing Wendy and asking her if it's okay if they shit on her sandwich, right?
They might.
No, they're allowed to just review it.
Because it's a free
You're allowed to have
country.
you're allowed to have an opinion on a product you bought.
So it's fine what we're doing. It's fine. I paid 20. I think it's $21.99 for 3 breakfast baconators, a cold coffee that was supposed to be hot, and then a large sweet tea and a large home fries or whatever that is.
That is so fucking expensive.
A large
it's
cold
crazy.
fries.
The economy is in the fucking garbage right now.
It's fucked. Totes fucked. Totes my goats. Fuck dotes.
Oh, we got off topic again with the
Yeah.
Wendy's. We were talking about how we met.
The first time?
We all.
I
the
met
first
you
time
at Powder Puff cheerleading. I don't know when you two first met.
We
At a
met
camp?
on a camping trip.
doing camping. Yeah, it's me, you, Brandon,
Yeah.
John, and JT.
I don't remember a whole lot about JT. I don't remember
Yeah.
much about him.
I remember he peeled out and threw a bunch of rocks all over Chase's shaggin' wagon.
Yeah. Rest in power, the Buse.
That was the best car you ever had.
Yeah, I love that van. It was a good one.
Chevy Astro vans are a staple in the United States
I'm gonna get another one.
for parties. That's a party van.
I'm gonna get another one.
I liked,
One of these days.
you had a little passenger in there too, didn't you?
Fatty Patty.
Fatty Patty.
Patty.
Sweet angel Fatty Patty. She was
Fatty
a sex
Patty.
doll with no holes. It was kind of, I don't know.
It had holes. It had all the holes.
I thought you said it didn't have any holes.
No, it had all of them.
Did
What kind
you
of
ever,
sex doll doesn't have holes in it?
Did
Isn't
you
that-
ever use them?
No,
Really?
I didn't.
Come on. Not just once.
I didn't.
I would have immediately stuck my dick in that thing.
And that
I would.
folks, is the difference between me and Gary.
You wouldn't.
No,
You wouldn't?
I wouldn't.
Go fuck yourself.
That should be a sound bite.
You know, on those things, man. You know, on those sex dolls, there are seams on that hard plastic.
You've never gotten a cut on your dick before.
Not that I can think of. No significant one that I can think of.
What would you stick your dick into to make it get cut? Oh, I didn't know we were going there.
Oh my God!
Shout out to my
Let's
Rest in
not
power.
ever shut that.
rest in power to the relationship.
The relationship.
Because I'm not sure she's dead yet. You never.
She's still kicking around some trailer park.
Oh, Gary. This is going to go out to the public.
First episode, let's piss off everybody we know. Just
Let's burn those bridges to the ground. Just like the historic covered bridge in where was that thing? Oh, fuck. Springfield, Kentucky.
Springfield.
They still haven't figured out what happened to that. So if you have any tips, call Crime Junkies or at 1-800-CRIME. I guess it's Crime Junkies. Gary can put the phone number on the screen. It'll flash down at the bottom. And
Is that a real thing?
yeah, Crime Junkies,
Okay.
or call, I guess, Bardstown Police to try to figure out. And who, we really need to find out who burned that bridge down. That was a nice bridge. It was very historic, and they burned it.
I think Crime Junkies is another podcast.
It is.
It is a podcast. It's a very good podcast.
It is. So don't call them. I'm trying to think of who we call. Who do we call, Gary, for that? The Crime Stoppers tip
police.
line. That's what it is. It's
The police.
the Crime Stoppers tip line.
What is the number for that? I think it's 911.
Yeah, just call 911. Call
Sometimes I-
911, get connected to your local police, and tell them about the Springfield Bridge in Kentucky that burned down, and see if they give a fuck out in Santa Monica or San Francisco or wherever the fuck you may be.
I think if you call 911, it just goes to your local police.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to convey, Chase. Is they're not going to give a about a bridge in Springfield, Kentucky.
They might.
I give a about the bridge. I got to see it before it burned. It was very unique.
You know what?
Full of graffiti.
You know what? I don't really care about the bridge.
Brent sounds very attached to the bridge.
Well, it's such a nice historic thing.
Is it? It was covered in graffiti.
Yeah, because we're humans. We are. There was probably poop in there too, on the walls, on the ceiling.
Sometimes it may have been our poop.
It was covered, so you couldn't really see people pooping in it or off of it. But they burned it to the ground. It really is a shame. It really, 100%, it is a shame.
Rest
It
in
might have been
power.
connected to the Underground Railroad. We're not sure. And it's kind of that
Brent,
they burned it.
Do you hear yourself when you talk? I feel like you just throw names out there, like Underground Railroad.
Wouldn't that be like gaslighting?
That sounds exactly like gaslighting.
I didn't know what gaslighting was, and then I was informed of it. And
He's
then
been doing it for years.
then I admitted to it.
And now we won't let it go.
I've built a lot of friendships on gaslighting. If we're being totally
And
totes magos honest,
are
Oates.
those healthy friendships?
Two of them are sitting right next to me, so I guess it's pretty healthy. We decided to do a podcast about
That is
them.
true. That is true. You know, I remember one time a long time ago, you gaslit us about the fact that you were colorblind.
I sure did. My whole high school, I gaslit everybody in that library.
We 100% believed it too.
Oh yeah, everybody did.
And then one day, years later, I mentioned it, and then you said, "Oh, I'm not really colorblind."
I had no reason to do that.
That was just a character trait for you. Was just
I had no reason to do
colorblind.
that. I had no reason to do that. I mean, I was sitting there, and there was some kind of nurse in there, and they were trying to convince us to go to college. So it didn't work. Spoiler alert.
That's why we're here.
That's why we're here, trying to make money,
this was Plan B.
talking to Gary's phone. So, but they had a nurse in there, and they were talking about if you are colorblind, you can't do this job. And she said, "Raise your hand if you're colorblind." One guy in the back rose his hand, and then I rose my hand. I don't know why I did it.
Raised.
Rosed.
What was your plan? Like,
Didn't go to college.
because
But you
Didn't
did
they-
for a little while.
they gave you a test
2 weeks.
for the colorblind, didn't they?
A test for the colorblind.
Yeah. Well, when I went to go get my current job, but I passed it because I'm not colorblind.
So in high school, they just let you say you were colorblind. No one wanted to check up on that.
No, nobody gave a shit.
It's rough.
But everybody would have come up to me and asked, and they'd be like, "Hey, are you really colorblind?" I'm like, "Yeah, I can't. Everything's gray."
Hey, I had a question for you guys.
What's up?
The Xbox and beer. Is that gaslighting? Did I gaslight you?
That is the literal definition of gaslighting. The absolute definition of gaslighting.
That was the worst experience of my life.
So since
we were
nobody
so
else,
worried we were going to lose you as a friend over
since
that.
nobody else knows about that, hey Gary, why don't you reiterate on that situation, please?
So back in our teenage days, we were doing a little underage drinking and got absolutely faced at my old house, my childhood home. And these two trashed the entire house. I mean, puke in the bathtub, puke in the bathroom.
Not true.
100% true. The
I would like
furniture
to.
in
I
my
would like to
sister's
interrupt
room.
you for just a second. You gave us permission to do that.
I was there when you did it. I was there when you gave us permission.
I feel like I'm still allowed to be mad about it. See, when I thought,
Nope.
when I said you guys could trash the house, I kind of meant like pizza boxes and beer cans everywhere, not the furniture turned upside down.
No.
It was trash before we got there, to be completely honest with you, Gary.
It was a little trashed. It's a little
Yeah.
messy. So anyway, as revenge for me having to clean up, because no one helped me clean up. I think that's why I was pissed. I think you guys just bounced.
It
as
never,
soon
it
as-
never got cleaned up.
Nobody.
It was like
nobody,
that for years after.
Yeah.
No.
Nobody helps clean up after parties. You don't do that. That's not real.
No, nobody does that.
Nobody helped Brent clean up his apartment. Nobody helps me
Nope.
clean up my house.
Nope.
It's just you're just stuck with it. That's the one of the cons of being the host.
But when we party at your house, Chase, the most that happens is there's a couple extra cups on the table.
Now-
not the
Now that we're
furniture.
older,
now
yes.
that we're a little older, yes.
Anyway,
we
so
trashed the garage.
I
Yeah.
was a little.
It's still trashed.
I was a little angry. I was a little upset. So why don't you guys take it from here with, did I text you or call you?
You texted us.
Oh yeah, it was definitely a text message.
was a text.
You have a harder time lying over the phone.
I do.
Yeah, because we can hear it in your voice.
Yeah, we can always hear it.
So what did the text message say?
That was so long ago. It was something along the lines of, "Which one of you assholes poured beer in my Xbox?"
I think that's exactly what it was.
I think that was the exact way it was said.
And then we privately texted each other, and we were like, "Did you do it?" And then I was like, "No." And Chase was like, no. And I was like, so it must have been Brandon.
Rest in peace, Brandon.
Damn it.
Rest in power, Brandon.
I didn't think.
We all decided it was just Brandon, and I knew no one did it. The Xbox was totally fine. Just a little white lie, a little fibby fib.
No fibby pib.
That went on for about
fibby.
8 years.
Brandon's alive. We need to listen.
No, he's not. It's nice to think he's alive. You know, he's always alive in our hearts.
Brandon, we love you.
Oh my God.
We miss you.
Brandon, I talked to him this morning.
I
wish you
pray
were-
to him every night.
We wish you were still here with us.
What the is this? I texted
Rest
him.
in power, Brandon.
I sent him the practice.
You know the holy triangle? Now it's like a square because Brandon's up there in my heart.
What is happening?
He's looking down on us.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He's here in spirit.
Brandon's alive and he's well and he's going to be a guest one day.
Brent needs therapy about that. He's just not ready to deal
He's in
with the
denial.
trauma. He's still on step one.
Brandon, we love you. We miss you.
He's going to listen to it. He wanted to know if we were doing Spotify or Apple Podcast.
Both.
Coming to, wherever you get your podcasts, we'll be on it. We'll be on there so good.
I'm
I'm about
really.
to start with some alcohol.
You know what? I'm really.
so early, Gary. How do you drink that
I don't. You're drinking.
Who the fuck? I know. That's who do I sound like when I ask that?
I'm very impressionable, so if I see alcohol, I have to drink it.
I'm the same fucking way. I'm the same way. I'm the same way. Unless I'm really tired.
I think there is a word for that. I think that's called.
Alcoholic.
I think that's called addiction.
So the other night I made some blueberry mules, and I had the worst nightmares after because I drank them. I had to work the next morning, and I drank 3 of them right before I went to bed, and I had the worst nightmares. I could not. I mean, they were so vivid, and I was trying to like claw my way out of something. It was exhausting. I kept gasping for air. I don't know if it was.
Was that the apnea?
It might have been the sleep apnea. I
think
do
it was-
have sleep apnea.
It may have been a combination of the dream and the sleep apnea.
I've got
Were you
sleep
wearing
apnea.
your machine?
Yeah, I was wearing it.
Oh, okay. Well, then it shouldn't have been the sleep apnea.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it was halfway off my face and I couldn't breathe.
How long have you been on that sleep apnea machine?
I'd say about 1.5 years.
Did you ever think you'd need one, like as a teenager? Because I feel like every day we are just getting older and like our bodies are just
Oh, I know.
they're just not doing the shit they should be doing.
I know. It's crazy. I mean, but I'm abusing mine pretty heavily.
But I think that's what the body is for, to abuse it.
I don't.
Have
I
fun
think
with
we've
it.
really stress tested the shit out of our
This
bodies.
vessel that we're using for the rest of our lives, let's beat the hell out of it. Let's test the limits. That's just my theory. I think we should really test it,
Kenny Chesney said it best when he said the body is a vessel.
and we should absolutely ride that vessel
Right.
into oblivion.
I got $20 on Chase dying first.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Gary. We've already talked about this. You are the one dying first.
I quit smoking
Oh, that's true.
and drinking.
Well, it takes a long time
That's
for the
true.
body
Except for
to
on
the-
Saturdays,
repair the
podcast.
damage. You know what? I'm so proud of all of us for never doing hard drugs. We never did any hard drugs at all.
I want to try cocaine.
Which is a miracle that we got out of it.
Would you try cocaine?
Yeah,
Cocaine. What is that? A Bob Seger song?
that's Eric Clapton.
We should. That could be our intro.
I don't think so.
You think if we asked him, he would
No,
release that?
I don't
to
think
us?
so.
I don't think he would let us use it.
Has he passed?
Not yet. But there's still his estate, and I don't think.
Wasn't he the one with the shotgun?
Are you talking about Kurt Cobain?
Okay, I get my. Well, I get my people mixed up sometimes.
You heard it here first, folks. Eric Clapton and Kurt Cobain are pretty much the same guy.
But they sound so similar. They sound so similar.
No, they don't.
Are you going to sit here and tell me Eric Clapton and Kurt Cobain does not sound? They're both.
You could not be
They're both
farther
E's and
away.
C's.
No.
We should go through Gary's search history on YouTube. I think that'd be kind of funny.
I don't really use YouTube that much. You're gonna find a lot of Chris Chan. I fucking love Chris Chan. The documentary. I don't love Chris Chan. I love the documentaries
This is
about
on
Chris Chan.
record. This is on record. Right now, I'm saying it. Chris Chan, I want you as a guest.
Mother. He can't be trusted around
Now
old
that-
people.
That is a real thing.
We
That's
don't
what-
know if that's true or not.
We 100%
Not everything we
know
see
that's
on
true.
YouTube is true. Did you know that?
The
That,
police.
it wasn't on YouTube.
He was
that
in
is a
jail
real thing.
for years.
Or on Reddit or wherever the back page,
Brent, he
whatever you
literally
all
got
do.
locked
That
up.
is a real thing.
Did you look up the arrest record?
I saw it live.
The mugshot. We've seen the mugshot.
A lot of that can be faked. We could make mug shots of ourselves right now.
I think you're gaslighting again.
Fucking Christ.
Why do you not? Why are you trying to start a Chris Chan conspiracy?
It's all a fucking conspiracy. Everything. It's all a conspiracy. It's all a conspiracy. I don't even know if you two are real right now.
I think he just likes to draw comics and f his mother. I think that's
What kind of comics?
Sonichu.
Sonichu.
I don't know who that is
It's
either.
Sonic and Pikachu put together. He hasn't been on the internet. I don't think he's allowed to be on the internet. That might be court ordered.
Is he a pedophile now?
That's right.
No, he's a gramophile.
A sex offender.
Do you think the camera can see my under tit sweat? Because I've got it right now.
No, I don't think so.
We need a
We could
fucking
tuck
fa-
it in.
We need a fan in here.
I could turn the air back on.
Look at that. That's perfect.
Can you see
It's a little phone holder. Why even buy a phone holder?
Can you guys see that?
And women complain about not having pockets.
That's the truth, isn't it?
All right, we're going to take a quick pause. What were we talking about? Christian.
Chris Chan.
Kurt Cobain. Oh, we don't have
we
to
don't need to
clap
do that
if
again.
it's still running. Just let him clap.
You two are so so
But yeah, so who I would also love to have on here,
Who?
and my brother would love this, Cyrax.
Yes.
I don't know any of these
if
fucking
we-
people.
Oh my God.
If we could get
Hold
Cyrax
that
on,
Don't need to see them either.
Oh yes, you do.
Brent, if you're going to be on this podcast,
You're
need
going to
know
have
who
to
these
watch a
people
lot
are.
of.
We have a
I'll
breaking
start-
news story. Breaking news story. Johnny Knoxville says he sometimes gets mistaken for Jamie Lee Curtis.
Back to Cyrax.
What just do best clip.
We are very big fans of Cyrax.
Is he in?
You can't say that.
You can't fucking say in.
Do you still use Facebook?
Yeah, I still use it.
I don't.
I haven't been on Facebook since I was about 17.
I was addicted to it. Well, I am addicted to it currently because every time I open my phone, that's what I go to.
Mine's TikTok.
I got off TikTok because I saw it happening.
I can waste about 4 hours straight on TikTok. I can go from 100% of my battery on my phone to 0 just on
Oh,
TikTok.
Jesus, Gary.
I love it.
Honestly, I also have the same addiction. I do love TikTok, but I am on Cringe Talk.
Oh, same.
I love Cringe Talk.
Is that a different platform or is that the same one?
It's the same platform, but just a lot of cringe.
In your algorithm?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Cringy algorithm.
Like I do have a lot of King Cobra on there. Not a lot of Cyrax.
I have a lot of Chris Chan on mine.
A lot of Chris Chan. I got some Chris Chan. I think it would be so much fun to have some of these guys on.
I don't.
Well,
It would be a hoot.
you're fired.
Wait, okay, I have an idea. I think we should
Yeah.
vote on everything. So vote for Chris Chan.
Yeah.
Okay.
2 or 3.
King Cobra? All right.
All right.
Cyrax.
Okay.
Okay, I think it's unanimous.
Jesus. It's
That
not
we're-
unanimous. To be unanimous,
I saw your hand twitch.
to be unanimous, it'd be all three of us, I think. Best, I guess 2 out of 3 is what you're looking for, Gary.
I know you want it. You want
No,
him.
don't
you
want
him
this.
on here.
Don't want it. For the record, don't want it. They'll know. You know what? As soon as these people find out about this podcast,
Who are these people?
we're gonna get our fans, or lack thereof. We're gonna get some haters. And what do you haters do? They find out where we live
They be hating.
and they send us little drawings of dicks.
If that's the worst thing a hater does, I'm totally okay for that.
Speaking of dicks,
Yeah.
the other day I'm going to back out in my truck, and I look over my shoulder, and I see two large cocks on the back window of my truck squirting into each other.
Squirting into each other.
Do you have any idea who could have been doing that? Do you have any idea?
I kind of have an idea.
For the record, it was me.
So, for our entire friendship, you have drawn a dick on everything I've ever owned. I'm still finding them from when you helped me move into the house.
It's like a memento, like an autograph.
Dead. That would have killed me. I wouldn't even seen it coming.
It's like an autograph.
Yeah, that's Chase's autograph. A throbbing cock.
Yep.
A veiny, throbbing, hairy bald.
Yep.
It fits.
Yeah.
And but I do smile when I see them. They make me laugh.
I'm glad. I'll stop doing it when you stop laughing.
You do a pretty good British accent. I don't know if I've ever told you
I'll
that.
stop doing it when you stop laughing.
I gotta unbuckle my belt because it's digging into my stomach.
Everybody, let's watch. Just loosen it up a little bit. There you go.
I was hoping there'd be more. I was hoping there'd be more clank.
You just didn't get the.
I wonder how that looks on the camera since you can't see below the table.
He was
above
beating
the
me
table
off.
a little bit.
I think we should all start every episode with us apologizing to our mothers.
I thought you were going to say hand job.
Not yet. Who's going to be the first one to cry on the podcast? For real?
Brent.
Yep, Brent.
Why?
You seem depressed.
Thanks, Gary.
Am I wrong?
Jesus Christ. Alive.
We can talk about the cult.
Oh, yeah. We can get into the
No,
cult.
another episode. We'll do that next episode.
It's a big one.
Yeah, 'cause we're already an
The
hour
farm.
in. We're already an hour in.
What are we going to name this one? Well, fucking half of that was getting drinks.
That's that is
And
true. That is
pooping.
true. That is true.
Gary pooped. I'm the only one that sat here the entire time. I never left you guys.
Congratulations.
That needs to go on the record. I never left you guys.
We did take a break.
I was here the entire time. I haven't even peed for you. So, because I didn't want you to lose out on any content.
Yeah.
You know, I want to be present.
I would have shit my pants if I stayed any longer.
I have to poop too. If we're being completely honest.
I can tell. You've been farting every 5 minutes since we started the podcast.
This is a small room, folks.
And it's not a well ventilated room either.
It's very hot.
It's very
and moist
still.
in here
Yeah.
already.
Hot.
Very
moist.
still, very moist.
I feel like a lizard. There's my beautiful wife. She's on here sending me pictures of how cute she is.
Gay.
Okay.
We have a big ass TV in front of all of us, like a 50-inch. So I think the notes need to go there because our attention spans are
This
worse
big.
than a goldfish.
Yeah.
Very tiny. Running around. I spend my whole life running around. Does that sound like someone who's depressed?
Yes.
Kentucky Bluebird by
It's
Keith
also
Whitley.
it's also the drinking
One of
in
the
AM.
best songs ever. You're drinking in the AM.
I'm depressed.
Jace, where's your drink?
He's not depressed.
Not depressed.
Check, check. Check, check. There's an animal on the front porch. Oh, it's your son. I thought that was a dog. When did they leave?
You're a dick.
I didn't see it. I thought I just saw the hair and I thought, well, there's a.
You know, I know you guys don't watch Seinfeld or anything, but the This reminds me of in like season 2, they pitch a reality or a sitcom. In the show, they pitch a sitcom, and before they can do it, they get canceled. Like it gets picked up.
That's us to a T.
It gets picked up. The
Did you
main.
spill all over the fucking desk?
I need a coaster.
It's from the.
I'm listening.
It gets picked up by the boss, and then the boss quits, and the new boss cancels him. That's what I've just been picturing in my head. Like, we get picked up by somebody, but then they're like, nah, you guys suck.
Like you guys can't say that.
These
Yeah.
are pretty big dreams for people that nobody really knows us, I guess.
I don't
Go
think
big or
there's,
go home.
I don't think there's anything too big to dream about. I don't think.
That's very inspirational. I'm the exact opposite.
Yeah.
You a little pessimistic over there?
I'm optimistic. Brent's pessimistic.
Yeah.
I get excited for stuff.
I get really excited for stuff.
Brent's disappointed at the gate.
It's the only thing the depression hasn't taken.
You've got me. You've got me. That's it. Isn't that wild?
You know, and I think either one of those is a good way to be. I think if you're always disappointed, you'll never be disappointed.
Do you think that makes us better friends?
I think so.
Yeah, because there's like
think
a
so.
little bit of a mix.
Yeah.
But we're definitely
I
a
think so.
cocktail of people.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I think so.
Yeah, I think it's very interesting that we are the way we are.
I think it's weird that we're all like best friends. Like if you knew us individually and never saw us together, I don't think you'd ever assume that we would like be best friends.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
here we are.
Doing a podcast.
Life finds a way.
Life finds a way.
Ain't that the truth?
Is Jeff Goldblum still alive?
Yep.
He is, right?
Yep.
Didn't he? Isn't he the one that touched those girls on that TV show?
No. You take that back.
Isn't he the one that?
He's Malcolm in Jurassic Park.
He's Jeff Garland.
Jeff Garland.
Murray Goldberg. That's what it was.
Yeah, look up Jeff Garland.
I get it all fucked up. It's crazy. It's just crazy how I get things twisted up.
And that's okay. That's just a part of your special little brain.
The special part.
Eat my ass.
All right, here we go. Here's Jeff Garland.
Hang on, go up to the Jeff Garland is departing his role on the Goldbergs amid allegations of misconduct. Jeff Garland is well known for his work on the Goldbergs, amongst other shows.
How do you get so successful and then you just
Where that's what you want to do.
you piss it all away with your dick?
I don't know. I'll never understand it.
You know, I mean, that's big success that TV show is, and he just fucked it all up because he, I don't know, wanted to touch a butt or something. I don't know what he did.
Scroll down.
Do you guys ever like wonder about that? Like that's like the most popular crime in like Hollywood.
Yeah, I think
Pedophiles. It's like everybody.
I guess
Okay,
you
let's
just
see that go up a little bit. The situation that Jeff is facing is pretty damning, to say the least. The actor is accused of multiple misconduct allegations while working on the Goldbergs, which has prompted a massive HR investigation. He is extremely verbally and emotionally abusive, an employee told so not sexually, explaining that Jeff frequently says the word vagina, so maybe sexually, along with a view of other sexually charged terms. He's apparently also used offensive nicknames for female coworkers.
What do you think the nicknames are?
Cunty Mick Goldberg. And I this is on Distractify. We want to go ahead and cite our sources here. Because that's what.
So if we're
that's
wrong,
the
it's
Lord's
their
work.
fault.
Yeah, if it's Distractify.
we are not making this allegations. We are reading this on
We're reading this.
Distractify.
We're reading this. Yeah. Was Jeff Garland fired? He has exited his role. I think he did like a. He just said he wasn't going to come back. Mutual agreement. Yeah.
He took a payout.
Yeah.
He probably took a payout. Yeah. God, what a bad guy.
Dan Schneider, same thing. I mean,
Dan
worse,
Schneider, dude.
because
What
it
a
was kids.
bad guy. Yeah.
Wasn't he the dad on Seventh Heaven?
You are. No.
God damn it! Really?
You're really bad with celebrity names.
Well, he did something too. The guy on Seventh Heaven did
I'm
something.
telling everybody in Hollywood
Gary,
is
can you pull
apparently
that
a
up?
pedophile.
Gary, can you pull that up?
Oh, there he is, Stephen Collins. What'd you do, Stephen Collins?
Click Stephen Collins.
Stephen Collins. What did you do to fuck up Seventh Heaven?
Here's what the disgraced dad from Seventh Heaven, Stephen Collins, is doing now.
I don't
Look
give a shit
up,
what he's doing now.
Yeah, we want to know what
Oh.
he did.
Seventh Heaven star admits he sexually abused people. Let's see. Stephen Collins confesses to sexual abuse of underage girls. To people, I did something terribly wrong. Okay, well,
Takes some guts to admit it, but still you suck.
he's got the face of someone who sexually abuses
Yeah.
minors.
He's got a
actually.
very punchable face on him.
Look at his neck. He looks like a dinosaur.
You know what I would love to see? Chris Hansen takes Hollywood.
Oh, God, that would be so awesome. Chris Hansen, I've been a fan of for a long, long time.
Let's go ahead and vote if we'd like to have Chris Hansen on the podcast. All in favor?
On favor.
That's
I,
unanimous.
Opposed?
I would absolutely love that. That would, honestly, that is a dream come true for me.
That would be top tier
That's a dream come true for me.
star. He's an A-list celebrity, I'd say.
I've seen every episode. I listen to his podcast. He has got an amazing podcast
I keep forgetting to listen to that.
where he goes into detail about the predators. Predators I've caught. That's what the podcast is called.
Well, I've
it is
gotta listen to
so
that.
good. I love that podcast so much.
I've got to listen to that. That would be so good. This shirt stinks.
Which one?
This one?
Is it clean?
Yeah, it's clean.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't stink.
It smells fine.
I'm hyper aware of stuff that stinks. Are you?
You have a sensitive nose?
Yes, I have a very sensitive nose. I have a very sensitive nose.
Well, as a outside looking in guy, I'm telling you, it doesn't stink.
Well, thank you.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate that.
You smell like you smell just like a regular person.
It shouldn't, but that gives me a confidence boost.
That's
That you-
fine, and
that
that's
you
great.
don't reek.
That you don't stink.
Isn't that neat? So,
That does it for this episode of Spread Wide Open. We'd like to thank everybody for being here with us today. This was definitely a lot of fun for the three of us. We are definitely going to be doing this a lot. We'll probably be putting out a new episode every week, just talking about a slew of different subjects. I know we covered a lot in this episode today, but with that being said, we would like to bid you adieu, and we will see you next time.
and thank you, and God bless you for tuning in. Thank you, Jesus Christ, thank you, Jesus Christ, for giving us the opportunity to do this.
Thank you.
Love you guys.
See you next time.
Love you.
Love you.
Love you.